respectable judges. First of all, I want to introduce my team. I am coming from Sundaram Brake Lining, Mahendra City plant. I am working as a plant manager. This is Mr. Manigandan. He is taking care of tool maintenance. Mr. Punjabi Asian, he is taking care of quality. SPL is the first friction material manufacturer in the world awarded for Deming application prize for TQM practice during 2001. The SPL product portfolio, we are manufacturing brake liners for passenger cars, LCV, MCV and SCV. The flexible asbestos-free rolls for passenger cars, woven asbestos-free clutch facing for passenger cars, LCV and SCV, disc brake pairs for passenger cars, and finally brake shoe assembly for two-wheelers. This the slide shows the plant-wise DMAC project status for the year 2019-20. In Paddy plant, we have taken 6 projects. TSK plant, we have taken 20 projects as total. So our plant is taken 8 projects. As a SBL total, we have taken 34 projects. Out of that 34 projects, we have completed 8 projects so far. Further, our the presentation will be given by Mr. Punjabi.
Thank you, sir. So, good morning, sir. Good morning. Now I have to present one of the project from Plant 5. The presentation flows like that. First business case, then define, measure, analysis, improve and control. The business objective is reduce cost of poor quality due to line rejection is our business objective. The baseline is 300 ppm. The project selected for the business objective is center to edge distance undersize rejection. This is our project selector. Based on the Pareto for the period of February 19 to June 19, the first phenomena is the CED, center to edge distance undersize, which is contribute the first phenomena. The estimated reduction of cost of poor quality is rupees 1.5 lakhs per year. The defined phase. These are all the elements which we are going to show in the defined phases. The project charter, team, problem statement, technical understanding, process mapping and model selection for analysis. The project charter, the team member, Mr. Punjabi Asian, myself, the project leader, and Manigandan, Mr. Tyagaraj is the project member. Any project we have a time bound like SMART. So we have started the project defined phase on 1st July 2019 and complete the project 31st August 2019. So within the 2 months time we completed this project. Every project we have internal practices based on these 8 criteria. We have rating the impact rating of the above project. The project center to edge distance undersize rejection is impact rating is 66. So normally the less than, so greater than 70 and less than 75 we fixed as a medium impact project. So this is a medium impact project. The understanding of problem is the center to edge distance undersize in brake liner. This is a problem. This is a product component, a bad product. Here the product with not match with the specified receiver gauge. So this is our problem. The scientific suspected reason for the problem is the variation in the material removal in bag grooving operations is one of the scientific reason. The second scientific reason is the brake liner movement during clamping operation. These two are the scientific suspected reasons for the above problem. Based on our process flow, the bag grooving process is the last manufacturing stages where the problem is suspected and we detected the problem at the end of final inspection. This is a problem detection stage. Further drill down, the CED undersize rejection, we get Pareto analysis with the product wise. So first product, the 4707 you have chosen for study because this is a 50% contribution in the rejection. The measure phase, identification and correction of assignable causes and identification of SSVs. This here we are going to show in the measure phase. These are all the elements, the rejection trend analysis, process parameter audit, equipment condition audit, and the MSA, the attribute agreement analysis. That is, then list of SSVs and categorization of SSVs. Then the final one is tool selection for analysis. These are all the elements. So based on the trend analysis for the month of February 19 to June 19, the first 5 months, there is no abnormal fluctuation in the monthly rejection for the problem of CED undersize. We used the tool is P chart. And we have conducted the process parameter audit. Based on the process parameter audit, all the process parameters are within the specified specification. So there is no abnormality in the process parameter audit. Then we conducted the machine and tooling hardware audit. Here there is no abnormality in the machine parameters. These are all the machine parameters we have checked in the Wagering machine, and there is no abnormality. All the parameters are within the specification. In this project, we have not conducted the AAA, the attribute agreement analysis, because since the abnormal condition, the CED undersays rejection, we can easily identify detected in the final inspection. That's why we have not do the AAA analysis. But the process capability, for before improvement, the CED, the rejection defect, the process capability 1.2. So the overall expected PPM level is less than LSL specification is 1192. This is our PPM. Further, the drill down the identification of SSVs, the big Y, that is the response is the center to edge distance undersize after grooving operation is the response. We have identified 3 factors, X1, X2, X3. The suspected source of variation is product with after molding is one of the suspected source of variation. The second one is CED after drilling. The third one is Wagering operation. The first 2 SSVs are the input material. They comes under category of input material. The third operation is the process. We have selected the tool selection for the analysis phase. The first 2 SSVs, X1 and X2, we have selected product process search and consideration chart by Shining Techniques. For statistical tools and techniques, regression analysis we have done for the first 2 SSVs. We have not selected the tool for Wagering operations, because during the machining audit and the process parameter audit, there is no abnormality identified. So that's why we have not selected the tool analysis for Wagering operations. The analysis phase pinpoint the cause for the problem. These are all the elements we have shown in the analysis phase, details and root cause summary. The first SSVs, X1, the product with after molding, that is a measured material removing during Wagering is a first SSV. We have analyzed Shining Techniques. The tool used product process search. Based on the Shining Techniques, the total count 3, that is the less than 6. So the product with after molding is not a cause for the problem. Here we shown the example of data collection. We have taken 120 numbers with 4 locations, and we do like that in parity comparison. 8 best of best and 8 worst of worst. Based on that we have derived the total count is less than 6. And also the same data we have analyzed by statistical techniques. For the same X1 factor, we use regression analysis. The R square value is 20.2%. So the product with after molding is not cause for the problem. So both Shining Techniques and statistical techniques, the first X1 is not cause for the problem. So the analysis 2, the X2, the suspected cause is CED after drilling operation is the suspected cause. Here we have analysis in Shining Techniques method. We use product process search. Here the best 8 best of best, 8 worst of worst we have. Based on the total count is 16. That is greater than 6. So the significant, this is significant. So CED after drilling is confirmed cause for the problem. The same data we have analyzed in statistical techniques method for filter line for regression analysis. The R square value is 47.6%. So this correlation is observed between statistical techniques and also the Shining Techniques. So the CED after drilling is the confirmed cause for the above problem. Then we drill down the rejection. We have collected 1 month data for the defective product based on the concentration chart. Here the L1 location, totally we have collected 56 defective component. Out of 56, the 51 component are not okay in the butting side of location 1. Then 24 out of 56 component is not okay in the butting side of L2. There is no rejection L3 and L4. This is based on this concentration diagram chart. So all the center to edge distance undersize defects observed in the butting side, that is this L1 and L2 point. The same data we have analyzed based on the interval plot. This is the average measured value of between 120 numbers. So the L1 location is average 17.68 like that. So it's a minimum side. So the drilling operation butting side CED problem is predominantly coming in the location 1. This is our finding. The same data we have analyzed based on dot plot method. The specification of actually during the we have a ppm of 600 ppm is our CED rejection. In the rejection there is no even we have collected 120 numbers. There is no defective component observed in the 120 numbers. So we have categories into 4 stages. First point is a tolerance. So 13.47 to 13.67 is the first 25%. We divided into 4 steps. The location, though we identified 13.47 to 13.67 is the minimum LSL side. Out of 120 numbers in L1, 55 product comes under these specification limit. That is the minimum side of specification. In L2, the 13 component comes at the range between 13.47 to 13.67. The diagram shows the dot plot analysis for this is a final CED, then is a location L1, L2, L3. So the drilling process in butting side, so CED problems predominantly coming in location 1. This is our finding. So based on the analysis, we summarize the root cause. The factor X1, the product with after molding is eliminated. Also the wagering operations also eliminated. So we pinpointed the suspected source of variation center to edge distance after drilling is we have pinpointed. So CED after drilling in butting side in location 1. Why? So we have conducted OY analysis and verification. The product clamping found inadequate, which results in movement of liner during clamping, leading to less CED in butting side. So presently there is a gap between liner and front static stopper provided to accommodate liner with tolerance. We have drilled down the big Y into root cause by funneling process. The first big Y is responsive CED after wagering is a big Y. We have analyzed based on product process search. We drill down into CED after drilling. Then we have do the concentration chart. Based on the concentration chart, further we will drill down into butting side is variation. Then we analyze dot plot and interval plot. Butting side L1 location predominantly comes. Then we have conducted brainstorming and wave analysis. The inadequate clamping is the cause for the CED under 6 rejection. The improve phase, the implement and validate the pinpointed causes. These are the elements we have to discuss in the improve phase. The improvement, the product not touching the static CED stopper while loading. This is a before photo in the drill jig. Now we have the CED stopper in touching the product is ensured by swing type pneumatic cylinder. This is our improvement before and after photos. Actually this is the type of action is tool design modification. So the root cause is clamping effect inadequate for the holding the product during drilling operation. The action we have what we taken is clamping improved in the opposite side of the butting plate in drill jig. This is the action we taken, and the action completed date 12/8/2019. During the validation part, we have not used B versus C validation since actually the change implementation is permanent. We cannot go back to the original design because it is linked with the PLC. So the past data and after improvement data is used for validation by 2T test method. In the 2T test, actually the current condition, the average mean is 13.76. Now the mean shifted into 13.869. The p-value is 0. So that is less than 0.05 is significant. So cost is validated. So the same data we used box plot method. Before there is an outlier in location 1. Now all the location shifted into mean side. The same data we plot into the dot plot method. Before earlier in 13.47 to 13.67, the L1 location 55 numbers not okay. After the improvement, there is no value between 13.47 to 13.67. That means the mean shifted to center. So inference is, so the concentration chart CED defects came only in L1, L2. After the improvement, now the reading shifted to the mean. And we have validated one of the tool used, ANOVA, the test for equal variance, the Lewin's test. So the variation become less after the improvement. So p-value is less than 0.05, so significant, the cost is validated. We used capability analysis for before current condition and better condition. Earlier the process capability is 1.2, now the process capability 2.44. Earlier the overall expected ppm SL LSL is 1192, now 0. Mr. Manikandal will explain the control phase.
Respected judges, maintaining the solution, control mechanism table results. Control mechanism standardization. Point number 1, additional clamping provided in the opposite side butting plate. Type of control, drill jig drawing updated. Ownership, engineering. Tool design verification. Tool preventive maintenance checklist updated. Ownership, tool maintenance. Quality control, line rejection detail PPM. Ownership, manufacturing. This side shows updated drawing for drill jig. Also preventive maintenance checklist updated for achievements and results. Before improvement, average ppm is 600 particular phenomena. After improvement, average ppm is 78. Achievements before improvement, the number 1 phenomena in CED, center edge distance. After improvement goes to last phenomena. Baseline overall rejection before improvement 3000 ppm. After improvement 200. Various tools used in this project, various stage. Finally, the executive summary. The ppm level is 11922 final 0 and Six Sigma level 3.04 to 6. Learnings to design change will help to solve the problem. Recreation, the team will be a guide for another upcoming.
Good, congratulations, very good project we started, and you also achieved the target what you have fixed, and CPK also you were able to improve, almost doubling it from 1.2 you have brought to 2.4. It's a good, congratulations. Now only one question is, of course you also used many tools, it's also good. P-chart you have used it, what was the purpose? Anyone?
Actually, there is a variation in the produced quantity between the months. In some of the months, the particular component 4,000 Watson higher running 1 lakh pieces or something like that. Some of the months, the product produced is 10,000 or 20,000 like that. So variation in the quantity produced. That's why we have used P-chart with respect to defect and quantity produced.
But in the beginning chart, before implementation, yes, there was no much variation actually, if you see that
yes,
graph, what you have plotted. But still, why we did it? And then your property is actually variable, isn't it? CED.
Yes.
If your problem is CED variation, you have not centered that. So that's what you worked out actually. Then you calculated CPK values. So is it not enough? Why should you go for P-chart? P-chart is for attributes. Why did you go for that?
Actually, the not attribute data. The rejection is attribute data.
Correct. But
Yeah,
before that you are measuring it, isn't it? Or you only take few samples?
No, actually, based on the rejection and the quantity produced, is there any abnormal fluctuation in the between the 5 months during the data collection? Is there any abnormality observed, notice or not? To find out the abnormalities, we used P-chart.
Okay. Now the other one is, sir, for you. Your CASA poor quality 1.5 lakhs you mentioned. This CED itself, how much it contributed?
CED, the cost of poor quality is 1.5 lakhs per year.
Only that you have
Yes, sir.
taken.
The
Other
internal
things-
failure cost, in cost of poor quality, the internal failure cost is CED addresses 1.5 lakhs per year.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.